In the United States, our Constitution gives us the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment states, a well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state, the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. My name is Louis DeWitt. We as Americans do have the right to bear arms, but there are some rules that apply. Many people in the United States do not fully understand their state's firearm laws. Today we'll look at the state of Texas laws on possessing and carrying firearms, which mirrors closely in premise to a majority of other states' laws. This will better inform you if you choose to utilize your Second Amendment right to bear arms. We'll start with possessing a firearm in Texas. Most of the information covered today is from the Texas Penal Code via the National Rifle Association website. To be able to have a firearm, you got to go get one. You got to purchase one. There are requirements that have to be met to obtain a firearm. One of them is not a license, though. You actually do not need a license to purchase a firearm in the state of Texas for a shotgun, rifle, or handgun. You must be 18 years old, though, to get a shotgun or rifle, and 21 years old to purchase a handgun. Now, when you're 21 years old and you go to buy your handgun, you do have to pass a background check. This background check is required, but it's free if you're a citizen of the state. If you're not a state member, then there is a fee associated and can take 2 to 3 weeks to get your background check. The restrictions on having a firearm is you cannot have a firearm in your possession if you've been convicted of a felony or a Class A misdemeanor crime. There are also restrictions on family members who live with you that have been convicted of the same crimes that I talked about, either Class A or felony. Now, this is important because having a firearm is different from carrying one. It's illegal for a person to knowingly carry a firearm unless this person is on his or her own property or on the way to their motor vehicle. So basically, if you have a gun in your car or your house, you're good to go. Anywhere else here, there's special requirements and restrictions. Let's look at some of the requirements and restrictions associated with carrying a gun. Requirements and restrictions, we're going to start off with requirements. You have to be 21 years old. You had to go get that handgun. And then you have to have a concealed carry license. Now, the approving official for a concealed carry license is the main thing you need, but that's the Department of Public Safety. They're the guys who's going to do your background check, process your paperwork, and then issue it to you. It's going to end up looking like a driver's license of sorts here in Texas. Now, you must take a handgun certification class, which is at your own cost. There is a fee involved, and depending on who gives it is how much it costs. You may get a discount if you're in the military like us, or you may not, and you might have to pay for range time. This class consists of going and taking a written portion, learning classroom type, and demonstration where you actually use your handgun. Once you do all this, you get all the appropriate paperwork, you send it up to the Department of Public Safety, and they say yay or nay. Now, restrictions. You have to still meet you can't have the felony again, you can't have, we talked about that already, and you have to do everything that I just listed, the requirements. And that background check is still important, because if you don't pass that, you're not getting one. So if for somehow you got a handgun and you weren't supposed to, and you go try to carry it, they're going to catch you again, because they're going to do a background check a second time. That covers some requirements and restrictions on carrying a firearm. So let's take a little review. The information that I gave you today on possessing and carrying a firearm in Texas should be a good start for if you choose to do so. But please remember that every state varies a little, but the premise is the same. You gotta have a license to carry. You could have firearms in your home, but the process in getting one may be a little different each one. But premise is the same. Thank you and have a great day.